Your people, your people, your people. Good afternoon. Oh, sorry, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending in what time zone you're in. Do you know what I'm saying? Manners and respect each and every time. Ah, you see today. You see today. It was a headache because I was in Flawless's watch along earlier during the first match, right? And when I was watching the Brighton and Man City game, man, about quarter past three, 3:30, someone put in a chat the team. And guess what? You know what I saw? I saw Moreno in midfield. I saw Moreno in midfield. The person who I call a mannequin. Yeah. But I'll explain more on that. First and foremost, right? I want to pick up everyone in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Old time, my daughter CC. Yeah. Love you. AJ, Sham, my boy, Ray, and Sai. Yeah. First and foremost, I want to say, big up Liverpool on that win. Yeah. It was a great strike. It was an amazing strike. It was fucking amazing. I'm not even going to say nothing. It was a world class goal. Yeah. To be beaten, like to be beaten by a world class goal, I have no issues with. I really don't. Do you know what I'm saying? But let's dig deep into the match. When I was on Flawless's platform, big up Sarcasm City each and every time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people, make sure you like and subscribe to Sarcasm City. Flawless is my guy, brother. You know what I'm saying? When the players came out, I was thinking, why the fuck are we going to Anfield with seven defensive minded players? Seven defensive minded players. Yeah. We all saw Liverpool's last two games, right? We didn't need an extra body in midfield so deep. We didn't, yeah. But fair enough, we started with seven. Yeah. In the first half, we dominated them. We did dominate them, and I was I was quite happy at the beginning, simply because of how we played. But then there was no penetration. Pause. There was nothing. There was no balls going towards Gokaris, right? So in my mind, yeah, and I'm not FA. I haven't got my FA badges. I haven't got my ones, my twos, my European badges. But any idiot, yeah, any idiot could see that we was dominating Liverpool. Yeah, they didn't they didn't have nothing for us realistically, right? So I was expecting in about 30 minutes, maybe 35. My coach Arteta, yeah, fraudulent Arteta. I was hoping that at least he can, change things around. Just because we didn't need an extra body as a fucking six. Yeah, we didn't need it. You know what I'm saying? Because from what I saw, Moreno got pushed off the ball numerous times, rolling around on the floor, calling for a foul. Yeah. And even with that, they couldn't penetrate. Right? So I was expecting him to take off Moreno and put on a 1 year at least, because they said that Odegaard is not fit or fit enough after hurting his shoulder in the last week's game. Fair enough, cool. But if you're on the bench, you either play or stay the fuck at home. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. But in true Arsenal fashion, he didn't even do that. He played out the first fucking half, yeah, with seven defensive minded players. Yeah. He played out the first half with 7 defensive-minded players, right? I know Moreno's not good enough, yeah, to play midfield. This is why we tried to shoehorn him in the Havertz mold and role, yeah, when Havertz was injured last season. And to be honest, he done a good job, yeah? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to take that away from him. But playing with him in midfield is like playing with 10 men. He's just an extra fucking body. He's like the grass. He's just there, not doing nothing but looking good. You know what I'm saying? It's like certain chicks with makeup. They're just there trying to look good. You know what I'm saying? But doing nothing. Yeah. And I'm not out here to disrespect anyone because no, it's just frustration, right? Because in my opinion, just in my opinion, yeah, even though I did say 2-2 draw, yeah, before anyone says, yeah, but don't see this is what you said, I was expecting 2-2 draw, yeah, because I knew my manager didn't have the fucking cojones, yeah, to have the balls, yeah, to have the fruits, get me, to actually try to go for it at Anfield. I understand that, you know, Anfield is that ground where not many teams like to go to just because of the veracity, just because they're a great team. There's a reason why they are the reigning champions of England. Yeah, there's a reason why they have won numerous cups in Europe Champions League. Yeah, numerous Champions League cups. And you know what? I got nothing but respect for Liverpool. Right. But Liverpool here is not my issue. My issue is this fraudulent manager, yeah, at the helm that keeps on making mistakes after mistakes. You see, in his first 2 to 3 seasons, he had that I am new, yeah. I am new. I have the new factor. So you can make mistakes. You can be like, do you know what? Yeah, I got it wrong. Yeah, but you know what? I am new. You know what I'm saying? I'm an employer. I employ people at work. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that. But look how many years in, right? Change it up. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's like if you changed it up early and we still lost. You know what? Yeah, I could turn around and say, do you know what? My man tried. Yeah, my man tried. Yeah. But you want to do all of this when we're fucking losing 1-0. But let's get into the match anyway, because you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna be here too long. You know what I'm saying? I just thought I'll share my thoughts with my peoples there. You know what I'm saying? So big up each and every time to everyone that's in the chat. Yeah, each and everyone that's liked and subscribed. Right? You see, like there's a player that I call Nonsense. Yeah, Nonsense number 20. Yeah, he had a good game. He was our best offensive player. Right? But it's easy to be our best offensive player when there's no offensive player playing. We could say Gokares, but Gokares wasn't getting any service, right? And do you know what? Shout out to SB because SB said that, and I was on his channel. He's like, but then how can man be passing to Gokares where Martinelli is supposed to be? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And this is not the first time I at. This is not the first time. Yeah. But Nonsense number 20. And the reason why I call him Nonsense because he was crap for his old club, right? And I didn't want him at my club. But like a few months later, I'm saying that, you know, bring him up. You know what I'm saying? But these are the performances that I wanted to see. But then even with that, he got to the final third. He done a few step overs, right? And then it's like before you cross the ball or pass it, you're passing it back. But you know what? Yeah, being our best offensive player, I can do nothing but shout you out and show you nothing but respect. You know what I'm saying? Right? I am annoyed, yeah, that we're still playing Martinelli in fucking 2025, 31st of August 2025. We're still playing Martinelli. Look, right, people, yeah. I understand that. Do you know what? Yeah, this person 2.5 seasons ago, yeah, was spectacular. Yeah, he scored numerous goals. Yeah, he got numerous man of the matches. His GA, his stats for all you merchants was out the fucking window. But do you know what? I don't give a shit about that because I'm about what have you done for my club lately. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying over 2 years ago. And if there's 365 days in a year, you look do the numbers. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Right? It is what it is. And we're still playing him. We're still playing him. It's not like we don't have a bench now. You get me? Before when we were playing him, I could turn around and say he's not good enough. He's not good enough. He's shit. But we didn't have a bench. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have no one to start ahead of him. We could have started Trossard on the left. You get me? Trossard on the left. We could have pushed Wanyeri on the left. I mean, not Wanyeri, Nonsense on the left, and played Wanyeri on the right. Do you know what I'm saying? We could have done so much more. We could have not played fucking Moreno, right? Moreno, blood. Yeah? And played a fucking number 10. Why the fuck did we buy Eze? For him to sit on the bench in the first match that he's actually at this club. Because the thing is, my thing is that I don't want to hear that. Do you know what? Yeah, my man had one training session or two training sessions. He doesn't know the system yet and all that. Do you know what? Yeah, that's a load of fucking bullshit. Should tell you why? Because he's a Premier League ready player. For those who actually say, yeah, but then can he do it in the Premier League? He's done it in the Premier League. Yeah, he's a baller. Yeah, this today should have been his audition, right? Today should have been his fucking audition. But we played Moreno. We could have played Trossard in the 10. Yeah? We could have played Wanyeri, who's actually a number 10 in the fucking 10. Play players in their fucking positions. Right? Play players in their fucking positions. And then we got, who is it? Moreno at a number 6. 3 number 6s. We had fucking 7. I say this. We had 7 defenders on the field. Yeah, let's go through them. Timber, great game, solid. Yeah, we had Saliba. Saliba got injured, and I hope he makes a full recovery. This is what I'm saying, because he stayed on the floor a bit too long, and it seems like our players are dropping like flies. But well, it's only great that we've got fucking players on the bench, innit? Yeah. Gabriel, my captain, boss man. He bossed man today. You hit me? Where Calafori? Calafori had a decent game. Yeah, I'm even gonna shit on him today. He had a decent game. I'll just keep it like that. Right. Then we had Zubamendi. Zubamendi had a poor game today. He like on the real, yeah. My man woke up here in 85 minutes plus, the 85th minutes plus. Yeah, he woke up. Before then, right, he wasn't really doing much. He was getting bullied just like Moreno was. Oh yeah, and we've got Moreno as well. And Rice, right? And Rice was overrunning himself. I've got to shout out Kaneki on this one, because Kaneki said something last night, and I'm listening to him. And Kaneki knows I've got nothing but like respect for him, especially when he talks. Like, I listen, right? He said Declan Rice is being overrun. We have no control in the midfield yet, and we are going to run this kid out. Yeah, and that is so true, right? When Partey left, and cool, Partey's gone. Do you know what, right? I wish he was still here, but he's not here anymore. Yeah, get someone to minimum that standard. That standard. You know what I'm saying? Someone that's cool, calm, and collected. It's like with all the players that I mentioned. Just remember, all of these are actually naturally centre backs. Well, the 4 at the back at least. Yeah, naturally centre backs, or the 3 midfield who are naturally defensive-minded players. That's why we bought fucking Zubamendi as a 6, right? As a 6. Yeah, to do the Partey role. So I understand that coming into the game. Yeah, I didn't like it. But I thought, trailer for all of this, all of that. Yeah, but then you got to look at the opponents that has been playing of the previous matches. Meaning, when I saw Liverpool v Newcastle, right? I didn't see nothing special. Newcastle are a great team, and Liverpool went up 2-0. Yeah, but Newcastle brought it back, and Newcastle looked like the better team in a large in let's say large moments of the game, right? So I thought that, you know what, right? This fucking manager of mine is gonna play cool. Zubamendi and Rice, yeah, with the added addition. I thought it was either gonna be Wanyeri or Trossard, yeah. Wanyeri or Trossard. We all know he doesn't play Wanyeri because today showed it again. He prefers to put a 15-year-old, yeah, than Wanyeri. Is where it is. Right? Cool. Facts. But then we had Nonsense running down the right wing, and he was doing so well. He was doing so well. I can't knock my man. Yeah, like I said before. All right. But then his balls in was reaching no one. right? But then how can I say he's doing so well, but his balls weren't reaching too many people? That's just because because Martinelli is so shit. He's not making the runs that he's supposed to. I was cussing Martinelli all game. It was frustrating. It was fucking frustrating for me to see that this dude is still on the fucking field. Him and Moreno, because these are two players that wasn't needed. There was a reason why they don't even put a player on Martinelli, because Martinelli plays for whatever team is playing against Arsenal. Yeah, it's like Martinelli defends himself. He's not good enough for this team, but yet we keep on playing him. But yet we keep on fucking playing his pussy off. It makes me sick. You know what I'm saying? It makes me sick to know the fact that Martinelli is an Arsenal starter against Liverpool. And then people could turn around and say, well, because of our injuries, he had to start. Okay, on the bench, we had Trossard, yeah? We had Dalman. We had Wanyeri. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I really don't get it. Because you can tell me that Martinelli has pace. I'm sure a lot of you nice folks in the chat didn't see that today, did you? Huh? You see? No one saw that shit. I saw a ball go over his head. I saw a ball go over his head. He seemed like he could have got to the ball first. He let it bounce. Ball went out. The ball came up to him when one of the defenders was coming at him. Yeah, around about the same spot. He miscontrolled the ball, and that's not the first time. It's not the second time I've seen him do that. You know what I'm saying? I seen him do that near enough every other match. Every fucking other match. The window closes at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Sell the wanker. Sell him. Sell the fucking wanker. He's not good for us. Yeah? Like I said earlier on, if it was a few years ago, it's not that I tolerate it. The thing is, we didn't have a bench at all. Yeah, we didn't have a bench. Now we have a strong bench. Why is he still on? Why is Arteta only making substitutions after 70 minutes? We saw we could have got at fucking Liverpool. And I'm showing you this. If he would have played, let's say, a Wanyeri or Trossard or Odegaard from first minute, and you can see that we weren't working, we was getting dominated in the midfield, I guarantee he would have took the player off. So why not do it the other way? Yeah. What is it with Arteta and actually doing his fucking job? All right? Because I can't put this on the players, because you know what, yeah? The majority of the players, right, played out of their skin today. And it showed. To tell you why it showed? Because it took a wonder goal by Szoboszlai, yeah, to separate the two teams. And let me show you something here. Another thing with Zubimendi, now I just said that I just literally remembered, yeah. He was the one that gave the foul away. I was literally on a fucking live, yeah, with Flawless, right? And as soon as he fucking made that tackle, I said, and this on the internet, so you could fact check this, peoples, yeah. I said, you're a fucking wanker for giving that ball away. I said, are you stupid? Are you fucking stupid? He should have left him here and let the defender sweep that shit up. Instead of taking him off like that, even though, yeah, you know, it was a great goal. It was a great goal, yeah. And I'm not going to take nothing away from him, because the way the ball swerved to the left and dipped, right? That technique, amazing. I'm not even going to try to sugarcoat it. With other keepers being able to save it, do I think so? Yes, they are, but I don't rate Raya like that. With his feet, I rate him like that. But as a shot stopper like that, penalty stopper, no. Yeah, and I'm just being honest with you people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I know my team. This is why I said 2-2, because I knew Arteta will go defensively, but I didn't think he'll be so stupid at keeping it defensive, keeping the defensive structure for so long. Yeah, right. So I'm just irritated for the manager, not even the players, right? Well, apart from Martinelli, because Martinelli, it seems like I'm gonna have to start treating him or speaking about him like how I spoke about Zinchenko, because now Zinchenko's nowhere to be seen in my fucking club. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't. He's not even on the bench. You get me? I'm sure that my man's got Gunnersaurus' suit on now. That's the only way he's gonna touch field. You get me? Fuck Zinchenko. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna start treating Martinelli. You get me? Get these fucking dead woods out of my team because they do not deserve to be in the team. And do you know the funny thing is, I'm not even fucking angry about the my players, like the majority of my players. I'm just pissed off of these decisions. Yeah, because when we brought on the likes of Odegaard, and I haven't been Odegaard's greatest fan, and Eze, I didn't want him on the left, but you know what? He's on the field. He's better than Martinelli, bro. Do you know what? A hole in the fucking head is better than this prick. You know what I'm saying? When we brought on Martinelli, when we brought on those two players that I mentioned before, you saw the difference. You saw the fucking difference. Guess why? Because Moreno and Martinelli is not on the field, so now we have penetration. Yeah. Now fucking the ball can get to Gyökeres in certain positions. Now Gyökeres can hold the ball up and pass it off, bro. Yeah. And I'm supposed to be like, you know what? Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's fine. I'm a negative gooner. No, I'm not negative. I keep telling you people. Yeah, I'm not negative. I see things how they are. Just like I praise a fucking manager or a player like Nonsense 20, which I didn't want at my club when he does well. Do you know what? When there's bad decisions, yeah, and constant bad decisions, I'm gonna fucking call them out. This is why I don't like being called a bottom gooner. I'm not definitely not a top gooner. I'm a fucking Arsenal do better. Yeah. Arsenal do better. In my opinion, yeah, Liverpool was there for the taking. And because we were so fucking negative, look what my header says. A wonder strike. Big up that wonder strike. But 7 defensive minded players, and they wonder why. Why are you gonna wonder why we didn't get nothing out of this game? Because we all know how dangerous, let's say, a Liverpool are. Yeah, Salah, we kept him quiet, but then to be honest, Salah's been quiet for the previous 2 games. Yeah, cool. He scored 2 goals in his first match. Yeah, but that was papering over a lot of cracks. A lot of cracks. Like he was slow to striking the ball. Yeah, even bringing the ball down on his chest in the box. Yeah, made Calafiori come over and get the ball off him. Declan Rice, he done a good block. Yeah. He did twist up California at one stage, yeah, but then it was more miscontrolled. You know what I'm saying? California is like he's like spaghetti legs. You just swing it and it goes everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Right? So I guess he cooked spaghetti legs. It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Right? But he still had a decent game because the majority of the match he was good. Yeah. This is why I cannot even talk about him. But then if you need a goal, you spam your fucking attacking players. Spam. You spam them on. Why wasn't one year on? There was a stage when we didn't need a fucking holding midfielder. Yeah. Or because we had 2 after Moreno came off, yeah, we could have still been in that game with 1. Yeah. And if we're losing 1-0 and they hit us on a counter attack because we took off Azubamendi, do you know what? Who gives a shit? We're losing anyway. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's my trailer for. Right? But put on the players that could put you in a position to now at least draw. You know what I'm saying? Because we were losing, right? But still didn't do that. You fucking still didn't do that. We had Skelly on the bench that didn't touch field. We had Wanyeri on the bench that didn't touch field. Look, right? I commend him for bringing on Dowman because I wasn't expecting him to do that. But guess what, right? You brought him on, but nothing. All right? And I'm not going to go after that kid because he's young, he's still learning his trade, yeah? But then you know how big this game is, yeah? Instead of using your fucking brain, what you try to do what Slot did, yeah? Against Newcastle, yeah? Bring on my 15-year-old teenager. So you know what, yeah? He could see Arteta's lights, his name written in lights already. This is what I'm saying. This is always about Arteta. And do you know the funny thing is, right? Arteta doesn't deserve this kind of fucking praises from anyone because he's done nothing at this club. Yeah, fair enough. I would say, do you know what? Yeah, he put us in a good position. Yeah, he put us in a good position. But guess what? Even in that good position, what have we won? You know what I'm saying? When we were piss poor in fucking 8th, at least we won a fucking FA Cup. But guess what? That wasn't. There was not one player that was his player. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to talk about that. Yeah, the past is the past. I get it. You know what I'm saying? That was back then. I'm here. I'm about here and now. Yeah, I'm about why can't you do something? Why can't you do better for my club? Why can't you be like, do you know what? Right, I got it wrong. The first 20 to 25 minutes, I thought that they were going to be all over us. I thought that we're going to have to defend very deep. It wasn't even like that. Change it up. Change it up because that's your fucking job. Change it up. Worst case scenario at the end of the game, yeah, I want to see 6 fucking strikers or offensive players on the field. Do you know why? Yeah. Do you know why? Because we are chasing this elusive goal that we did not fucking get. Right? It is disgusting. Right? It is disgusting. You get me? I'm trying to be like, you know what, yeah, tell me some positives in that match. Yeah, there's a lot of positives in that match. And the most positive thing that I can say is Nonsense Madueke had a great game. Everyone else was decent. Timber was good, yeah. Right? He should have shot the ball a lot earlier, but you know what? You can tell why he is a defensive player. Yeah, not an offensive one. You can tell that. But it is what it is, yeah. Let me go through some of the comments here because you know what, yeah, I gotta show love to my peoples then. Yeah, big up big up Sai, yeah. Me and him had a little back and forth before previously when I said that Arsenal's got a great defense, Liverpool's got a great strike force. We're probably going to win the midfield battle, and what the difference is what's our striker going to do against their defense because their defense is shaky. Yeah. Okay, let me explain this now. Do you know what, bro? When you play with 3 defensive-minded midfielders, right? You know you're not going to get a lot of creativity. You know, so anything that Gokaris would have done, he would have to do it by himself. And against Konate and Van Dijk, right, we all knew that wasn't going to happen. Because if you're going to get something from those 2 players, right, you need creativity behind you. You need that creativity behind you, pause. Yeah. This is why I'm frustrated. Because I knew, like me, Don C, yeah, not a fucking FA coach, not a fucking EPO coach, yeah. I'm not even a blue square coach, right? Yeah. But guess what? I could see what Liverpool was not going to offer us. But you know what, yeah? Mikel Arteta's the man there. What I'm saying, Mikel Arteta took us from fucking 8th to 2nd 3 times. What he fucking do? Yeah. It's like the same old thing again. Cool. I found out today that we haven't lost against the big 6 for like 23 matches. You know what, right? That's amazing. That's fucking amazing. Where's the trophy? Where's the trophy? And you know what, right? In hindsight, that's so nice as banter to certain men. Like, my team beat your team. Ha ha he. Guess what? At the end of the season, your team got a trophy and my team didn't. Because that's what it's about. It's not about a one-off game. Well, actually, it is if it's a final, and we haven't even touched that since COVID. Yeah, since COVID, and I'm still supposed to be. Let's trust the manager. No, I've been Arteta out for a minute, but every single time I see him do things or see him, like, let's say, manage games, it's like the same old thing. Cool. When he gets it right, do you know what? Yeah, he gets it right, but it's not enough. He doesn't get it right enough because if he got it right enough, yeah, we would have had a fucking minimum another cup. We would have had a league title or two. Or two. You know what I'm saying? When Arsenal get beaten fair and square, and do you know what? Yeah, there's nothing much that we can do. I'll put my hands up to it. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Today we got beaten, right? But they deserve to get beaten off the game that I saw. No, but then guess what? It's all about winning for Liverpool. So I understand that. So as an Arsenal supporter, my thing is that now to see the game and why didn't we win? And it was clear to see before we kicked the ball, we had fucking 3 fucking 6s. That's why. No creativity. Gokaris isn't an Isak. Apologies. He's not a fucking king. Yeah. He cannot, this dude cannot, yeah, play 1-2s. He's not that guy to come deep, do all of this play as a false 9-10 / whatever you want to call it, yeah. He's not that guy. He needs ball to feet or over the top on the fucking last shoulder. That's the kind of guy he is. He's bullyish. You get me? He's a fucking bullyish fucking striker. Yeah. So when you've got a player like that, play to his strengths. Play to his strengths. You get me? It seems like the only way the ball was getting to their fucking final third, yeah, it was when Raya was kicking the ball forward like that. When Raya, bro, he's the last fucking thing in our defense. He's a goalkeeper. That's just like that's supposed to be his second job. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, goalkeep. Second, then play out of your feet. You get me? But then our most penetrating passes, yeah, before our fucking offensive players came on, was from Raya. That shit makes me sick. That shit fucking makes me sick. Yeah, it just hurts time and time again. Like AJ says, big up LFC side is what I'm saying every time. Big up AJ, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, big up side. Like, Dom C, you can't win football games without taking risks, and that's my point. You have to take fucking risks. You get me? You have to take risks. Yeah. I said this against Man United. Everyone played poor. Yeah, I remember I said that. Everyone played poor. When we played Leeds, right? I was like, you know, it's a great win, but it's an expected win because this is why I said 4-0. Yeah, and I said that Gyökeres will score because he should be scoring against those teams, but the test will be today. Yeah, and it's like you're letting fucking Gyökeres down because of the lack of creativity. Lack of fucking creativity. I am sick and tired of this shit. Yeah. I understand. Yeah. Games like the team that you pick can go wrong. It can go wrong. But this is called in-game management. In-game management. Do you know what in-game management means? It means, yeah, when you need a player or when a player is lacking, you fucking switch it up. I don't give a flying fuck if it's the 5th or the 50th minute, yeah. Switch it up. My man came to Liverpool town, right? Wanting a draw, yeah? Wanting a draw, yeah? Fair enough. I said 2-2. The reason why I said 2-2 is because I know this manager. I know this manager shits his pants every single fucking time. Thinks that, you know what, yeah, I'm going to play for a draw. And if we win something, do you know what, yeah, I did the best thing because we rely on fucking set pieces all the fucking time. Yeah? This shit makes me sick. Yeah? And like I said, as Sai says, yeah, you can't win football games without taking risks. Yeah? No risks, no reward. Yeah? I watched a bit of the Crystal Palace v Aston Villa game, yeah. And one of the goals that the striker, I think it was Gay, headed the ball in, yeah. He could have got taken out by Aston Villa's goalkeeper, but he took a risk there. Guess what he got? He got a fucking goal. Who would know if you actually take a risk, you can actually get something out of it? The risk for Liverpool or Szoboszlai was taking that free kick from Salah, yeah. But guess what? He scored. He took that risk. This is what I want my players to do. Take a fucking risk, not fucking constantly hit the ball up in fucking Rosie from those from pointless angles. Yeah, if it goes in, yeah, cool, that looks good, yeah, but it didn't. It didn't. Last season, I remember when I held up Declan Rice for scoring those free kicks. Yeah, but he's done it again. So I can't rate you for something that you've done in the past. Why am I going to do that? Because with me and football, it's about fucking here and now. It's about what the fuck have you done for me lately? And it's nothing. And you know what? Yeah, it's not even the easiest person to blame. Like I'm never about that. The best person to blame is actually Arteta because he's the one who sets up this club. I mean, this team, and he's the one that's supposed to be doing these in-game management tactics and all of that fucking rest of it. And he's not doing that shit. My man's not doing that shit. Yeah. He's just making little faces on the sideline, complaining for what reason? Yeah, for what reason? We weren't good enough today. You hit me. We looked good in best moments, and over the whole game, I would say, yeah, we did dominate. But guess what? We didn't get that fucking W. And to be honest, yeah, that's all that matters is that W. So Liverpool can go away and thought, you know what? Yeah, that was a tough match. Salah didn't really get much in that game, yeah? Words. We need to have conversation about this, dude, because that's 120 million, yeah? And we can only talk about here and now. Yeah? Huh? That's for another day. When things aren't going right, Arteta needs to change it up. Because how I see things is it's not how you start things off, it's how you finish. Because that's the most important thing. It's how you fucking finish. Yeah. Oh, here comes sunshine. Yeah. Don C. Big up Don C. Hold that L. Okay. This goes out to the Man United fans. Yeah. And only Man United fans, right? Yeah. You, man, won one game. Yeah. You finally scored. Your players have finally scored after fucking 3 attempts. And you want to come to me and say, L? You want to come to me and say, yeah, hold that L? Do you know what? I'll hold that L. You know what I'm saying? It's mine. Yeah. Because to hold an L against a wonder strike like that, do you know what? Each and every time. I will take that on the chin. I will take that on the chin and be like, you know what? Yeah. At least we did not lose to Grimsby. Yeah. What's that name again? Grimsby. Yeah. It was a shame for you. Yeah. But it was funny for me. But it's okay. But big up Sunshine each and every time. People, make sure you like and subscribe to Sunshine FC. Yeah. She's a great content creator, a little bit of a fraud sometimes, but she's an amazing young lady. Do you know what I'm saying? And I got nothing but love and respect for her. Yeah, she just hit the like button. Big up Sky. You know what I'm saying? I love the love. Big up Sham and all of that. Eddie, oh no, solo to a real one. Hit the like. Your manager showed textbook pussy behavior. Liverpool were there to be had. Okay, people, what you don't understand is this is a fucking Man United OG. Yeah, I got nothing but respect for Eddie, right? This is a Man United OG. And he hates my team. He fucking hates my team. And he lets it known, and he lets it be known all the time, right? But then, look, Liverpool were there to be had. Even fucking outsider could see it. Outsiders could see that Liverpool were there to be had, yeah? Were there for the taking. Right? These are fucking rival fans. Yeah. And you know it's you know things are going bad, yeah, when or you've had a bad game when you've got rival fans like showing you sympathy. Yeah. It's crazy. You know things are going bad, you get me? And Liverpool don't even look that great. Did we? We look better. But it's easy to look better when you got fucking 7 defensive-minded players on the field. But do you know what? Yeah, we move. We fucking move. It's just it's just frustrating, yeah. Yeah, all good. Love, thanks. I hope you're good too. Yeah. People just talking in it. It's like, don't see. How do you think Eze's first game was? I wasn't able to catch the game. Do you know what, Sunshine? Yeah. His little cameo was good. You saw the difference in Arsenal play when we came on. Yeah. It was mainly because Liverpool were trying to defend the lead now. So, but the thing is, yeah, he played quite well in how in what I was expecting. I believe that he should have scored a goal. He should have hit it first time. But you know what? Like I'll give him I'll give him that allowance just for this time. Yeah, but he did play well. Yeah, because you saw our tempo go up dramatically. We were on like say fucking 10%. Yeah, and you know the funny thing is, we all know that Arsenal don't really play quite fast tempo, but we played slower than usual. I wonder why. Yeah. So I'm not gonna like berate him for this game. I actually liked when he came on. I just thought that he should have came on a lot earlier or even started. Even if you start a player like him, you give him 50 minutes. You give him 50 good minutes, right? Because he wanted to play for Arsenal. He's an Arsenal kid. He supports Arsenal, yeah. Like it's one of those things where you know he's gonna have a nice run out. You get me? I wasn't expecting him to play for 90 minutes because I'm not a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? My name's not Arteta, but I wanted him to start because guess what? You got a fucking attacking 10. Yeah, not a fucking deep line 6, you fucking motherfucking fucker. Sorry about all the fucks, but I don't give none today. Yeah, Arteta out each and every fucking time. Yeah, yo, bro. When I posted Arsenal's lineup, I was laughing since I knew you would be fuming with Moreno starting. You see, it's funny because these lot know, yeah? These lot fucking know, yeah? I'm not out here to be like, okay, cool, like Moreno's playing, yeah? If Moreno's coming off a bench to like we're under the cosh and he comes off to help us try to defend, cool, I'm down with that. Yeah, I'm down with that. Down with the OPP, yeah, you know me, and all of that rest of that, yeah. But we're starting this pussy on. To do what? To do what? Yeah. Each and every game that I've seen him start from midfield, yeah, I can't actually name one game that we did well. I swear when Partey was injured last season in that PSG match, he was the one in midfield. And guess what happened? We lost that match, yeah, another big match that we lost to a fucking big team. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's the omen, yeah, but he doesn't allow us to be creative because he's not a creative player. Yeah, cool. He played for Spain, whatever, in it, yeah. I don't give a flying fuck about that because I'm a person. What are you gonna be doing for my fucking club, not next man's club? You know what I'm saying? I don't really give a shit about, right? It's like it's simple. It's simple, yeah. If you're gonna play two pivots, fair enough. You're respecting the team that's in front of you, yeah. And just remember, they are the reigning champions, right? But guess what? Sometimes you have to fucking change it up in the game. Yeah, Saliba was injured in a warm up, and Arteta still played him. Yeah, I'm. Do you know what? Yeah, that is fucking disgusting. Yeah, I didn't know Saliba was injured in the warm up, and he played him. Yeah. Um, and these are the crimes that Arteta should be getting at my club for. Yeah, what I'm saying. My man should be on a RICO case right now for all the bullshit that he's put us good, hard-working Arsenal fucking fans. You know what I'm saying? This pussy-o, yeah? This fucking pussy-o, right? Does nothing but let us down constantly. And it's like, but it's okay, you know? But it's okay because guess what? Man was eighth when I took over the team. Man, like, you know what I'm saying? Man got you twice, three times. Yeah, man, we got win the dog. Bruv, this is bullshit. Yeah? Bullshit. And to be honest, his replacement, I'll call him Christian because I keep butchering his surname. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that to the kid. I'll call him Christian. Do you know what? After the first 3 to 4 minutes on the ball, he kind of felt himself in the game because you could see that he was a lot nervous. But you know, he had a great game. He mastered that so much. He slotted in right next to Gabriel perfectly. Perfectly. And Gabriel's my captain, you know. You know what I'm saying? My captain that. But I just wish Saliba quick health, you know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna need them in coming games, you know what I'm saying? Oh, but it is what it is. Like, pick up Tony Claude, yeah, he says, smash the likes, people. Make sure that you like and subscribe to Tony Claude as well. Oh, yeah, Blacker. Big up my brother, yeah. Make sure you like and subscribe to Propaganda Machine, you get me? Like, don't see. I said in Flawlessly stream, the midfield will be tested. Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, you did as well. And to be honest, I think that we actually got the better of the midfield. That's why I said Moreno weren't needed. You know what I'm saying? I was skeptical with him playing. Yeah. Because I don't like this dude. You get me? But then Arteta played him. But now, like I said before, it's all about the in-game management, right? So it is what it is what I'm saying. It is what it is. Like I'm just here, bro. They hit me like I'm not very happy. That's all it is, right? Yo, big up Ray said I missed most of the game due to work being busy. Do you know what? Yeah, I always say money. First family, money over everything. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a religious man, that first and foremost, you get what I'm saying. With the game, it's not that you didn't miss much. You did miss the one goal, right? To quickly sum it up, like it was more of a good chess game. Yeah, it was a very good chess game. You can see that there was two quality teams trying to outdo each other, yeah, and it kind of nullified it. It wasn't one of those Arsenal City games at times where like it just stunk, right? We actually both played very good counter attacking football. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kind of nullified each other out because we both got great defenses. We've like they've got a great attack. We've got a decent one, yeah. Yeah, we got a decent, just about a decent one because we had fucking three number sixes. But for advertisement of the EPL, it was amazing. It was a good game to see. This is what I'm saying. And it says Timber needs surgery and he still played in PSG. Brother, we know this, man. Like, this Arteta dude is a fucking plonker. And this is our thing. You see, before we could say, do you know what? Yeah, we haven't got a bench. We've got a fucking strong bench, bro. You get me? We've got a fucking strong bench. You could easily play Calafiori on the right hand side and put in what's his face? Fucking Miles Lewis Skelly, right? It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like Sunshine FC says, hit them likes, your people. Make sure once you enter, you hit them likes. Like, subscribe. It's free. Yeah. And if you feel like sharing, I'll be much grateful. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'll try to stop swearing, but nah, I cannot because it's just me. Yeah. And wahaha, yeah. You see this dude here, yeah. I've got so much respect for him. Every single time he stepped into the chat. Good evening, Don. And chat. You see, he's got so much manners, yeah. You can see that this young man was raised well. Do you know what I'm saying? So good evening to you, young sir. You know what I'm saying? Nothing in five years at sad times. I know. Nothing in 5 years is sad times, bro. It's like Liverpool in the early 2000s, isn't it? But it is what it is. It's about here and now. It's about here and now, or it's like Tottenham throughout their fucking history, isn't it? It is what it is. Like, it wouldn't be a show if I didn't fucking shit on Tottenham. Because you know me, I can't stand them. Big up Aussies then, like, you know what I'm saying? Big up Aussies then, like, you know what I'm saying? That's my guy still. Yeah, we need this football terrorist to leave ASAP, yeah? Do you know what? He needs to fucking piss off. Like, do you know what, yeah? You know, I can't even call him a terrorist because a terrorist, as bad as it sounds, a terrorist, like, a lot of them have got reasons why they're doing certain things. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with it, yeah? But political wise, if you know what I'm what I'm saying, I don't want to indulge in that too much, right? But this dude, yeah, I don't know what the fuck he is. He's bottom of the bank. You know what I'm saying? Where he's taken us, yeah, to cool, great, yeah. I'll sing that from the clouds and the skyscrapers and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'll say he's done a great job when I want to play next time. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't really matter when you don't get that fucking trophy, when you don't have a parade. You know what I'm saying? When you look at your cabinet and it's been 5 years since you haven't won fuck all, yeah, fuck all. And then we're saying, yeah, but we're getting closer. Okay, we're getting closer to the Champions League. Yeah, all right. We're getting closer to the league. Yeah, all right. Second 3 times. But it is what it is what I'm saying. We're always getting knocked out early in the fucking Carabao and the FA Cup. And to be honest, yeah, I'm at that point, yeah. Do you know what? I've been at that point for a long time, but I'll reiterate it. I'm at that point where I don't give a fuck what he wins. You know what I'm saying? I said earlier on in the season when I got asked, what does it take for me to say, do you know, Arteta, I'm back on you? I'm going to stick back. I'm going to go back to what I said. Give me the quad. Give me the quad. Give me the quad, and do you know what? Yeah, do you know what? I'll apologize. I'll even do what Man United like doing best. Yeah, I'm writing fucking pointless letters. You know what I'm saying? I'll do that. I'll write a letter. I'll read it out on stream. I'll make it so sentimental, so nice. I'll apologize and all of the rest of that fucking blood club. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you can't give me something like that, I don't want you at my club, because gone are the days that an FA Cup or a Carabao Cup will save you. Yeah, man, gaslit us. Man, gaslit us. Yeah, when he won his first trophy through COVID. That's called gaslighting, because you haven't done nothing afterwards. Yeah. And I'm supposed to be like, do you know what, bruv? Yeah, he's done a good job. He's done a good job by getting us to second place. We're fucking Arsenal FC. Yeah. I can understand Tottenham man's been saying, do you know what? Yeah, we got second place 3 times because no one ever expects them to challenge for anything. Yeah. Anything. So I get it. When Nottingham Forest were in that position last season, not one of us expected them to be there, or like, let's say, in the Champions League spots for so long. Not one of us was always like, yeah, next week they're gonna lose. Next week they're gonna lose, and fucking so forth. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Big up Liverpool for the win. Yeah. Where's my manners? All right. So when it comes to Arsenal Football Club, being second place is not good enough. You know what I'm saying? And a performance like this is not good enough. It's not fucking good enough. Yeah. And the thing is, yeah, I'm like, can you imagine if this happened? Yeah. If we went into a game like this against a Bradford, put 2 teams together, a Brighton, a Brentford, yeah, a Crystal Palace, and Crystal Palace beat fucking Aston Villa today. You know what I'm saying? Aston Villa, yeah, that seems to be beating us. You know what I'm saying? For the last few seasons, or coming back and drawing against us. Can you imagine if he put a team together like he did today? I would fucking lose my shit. Like I said, I'm not even angry, bro, at the result. You know what I'm saying? Because this is Liverpool, and we went toe to toe with the best team in England, yeah, at this present time, because they are the reigning champions. You get me? So I got to show them that I got to show them the respect that they deserve. You get me? Yeah. But the fact is, we went into this game with 7 defensive-minded players, yeah, and it didn't change until 70 minutes plus. Arteta's usual substitution time. I understand his first substitute was Saliba, but that forced his hand because Saliba was injured. Yes, I'm not counting that. And we could say we could have brought, but then the narrative is going to be we couldn't have brought Wanyeri on because we used all 5 subs up. Yeah, that's what I'm going to hear soon. Yeah, my argument then will be, so why didn't he do it a lot earlier when Arteta realized Liverpool can't get nothing through our defensive line. Cannot get nothing because the goal that they scored was offside. And to be honest, that shot should have been that shot should have been caught by Saliba, and then the offside thing would have never happened, right? It should have been caught, and that not Saliba, sorry, Raya, and that was a Raya mistake. You know what I'm saying? A fucking Raya mistake. But you know what? Yeah, we move. You know what I'm saying? We move, right? To be beaten, but when to go like that, I'm cool with, man. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? But put us in a position, where we can win games, Put us in that position where we're like, do you know what, Do you know what? When we start the game, we've got a fucking attacking number 10. Yeah? Don't play Martinelli. Don't play that fucking bum. Don't play him. He's shit. When I hear man say, "No, but he's not that bad, bro, because he can control the ball." Do you know what? Yeah, I'm tired of that fucking word because he can control the ball. Like, it showed today that he cannot control the ball. It showed today again that he cannot lift his head up. It showed again today that he cannot put a ball in. It showed again today he cannot fucking make decisions. Do you know what? Yeah, I want you to go on, find Flawless stream. Yeah, I think that this one's on Twitch. Watch this game. When Martinelli had the ball, I was shouting down the microphone, pass, 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 Fuck it out. He had Rice behind him at one stage, pause. He had Calafori again, and he lost the ball, bro. He lost the ball. He ran into the fucking defender. My man defends himself. Why the fuck are we still playing him in 2025? The 31st of August, My man's playing against us, I don't want to hear about this thing about, but my man's got a good touch. These are professional footballers. They do this for a living. Every single one of them is supposed to have a good touch. Every one of them is supposed to have good technique. Yeah? I hate that shit. Yeah? I fucking hate that shit. But do you know what, right? It's one of those things where, like, you can't tell a lot of fans common sense in it, because what's that? You can't even tell managers what common sense is, because when you know an in-game manager is supposed to change things up in-game when it's clearly not working, then cool, innit? I get it. You know, this Anfield hype, you know what I'm saying? They're the 12th man. When they start singing, do you know what, right? Like things can go topsy-turvy. Guess what? When the goal went in, they were dead quiet. At the beginning of the match, they were dead quiet. A quarter time in, they were dead quiet. At half time, they were dead quiet. They were fucking quiet. We kept them fucking quiet. All we needed to do, was put on an offensive player, We showed them our class today. But all we needed, the difference between this match being 1-0, and for us to actually get minimum a draw, was the fact that we didn't have an attacking player on the field until after 70 minutes. And questions do need to be asked about Zubimendi. I didn't trust him. But I gave him the benefit of the doubt, because you know what, right? I didn't know too much about him. I heard that, he was good. I did watch him against England all that time ago. I did watch him against United, and he wasn't that great. But I didn't watch him week in, week out, so I had no comment. I'm like, cool, you did certain things at your club, or you didn't do certain things at the club. Let me see what you do at my club. He's not like a fucking Havertz or a Madueke, yeah, that I've seen as Zinchenko or Jesus that I saw at their previous club because they were in the Premier League. Right, I'm saying I rarely watch games outside the league. I'm honest like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like one of those flip floppers that watch 20 minutes compilations of a player and say, yeah, and he did this and he did that. Cool, in it. Like that. If that's you, big up to you, in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about that. I'm about what you do for my club. Question needs to be asked. Why are you fucking rolling over like that when you're just getting touched? At the byline, yeah, Ekatike got the ball off him so easy. And he wanted a free kick. Fucking get up, bro. If anything, hold up, man. I'll take the gym. Get me? Yeah? Build up some of that muscle. Yeah? Make you sturdy, blood. Not the dance. Yeah? Hence, you get what I'm saying? Unmovable. You get me? But it's just pathetic. Like, yo, big up Kai Talks United. Yeah? Everybody seems to hate United. Every other football club are trolling United. Do you know what it is like? For me, brother, yeah. Me, I hate United because I grew up in the era where Arsenal and Man United were rivals. You know what I'm saying? They were our biggest rivals. They were the reason, like Man United and Sir Alex Ferguson, I give him that respect here, was the reason why Arsenal didn't win many more trophies, because whenever Arsenal won the league, Man United, yeah, or Sir Alex Ferguson just changed things up, brought in another player or two, and just went ham. You know what I'm saying? He was timeless when he was a manager for Man United, and this is why I hate Man United. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of shit has always stuck to me. Yeah, and plus, you know what? Yeah, there was one stage when you man were the biggest club in England, right? Facts, yeah. So of course you're gonna get hate from everyone. You get me? But my personal reason is because I grew up. No, I was born when it was a Liverpool Arsenal thing, yeah, when they were competing, yeah, for League One titles. But I grew up in Arsenal, Man United. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I don't like Man United. You get me? And I'll forever hate Man United. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Grimsby again, ole ole. You get me? And all of that. But the thing is, I respect teams that's won. This is why I always say that, for me, in my opinion, Sir Alex Ferguson is the best manager. Yeah, but I mean, in this country. Yeah, but you know what? It's not about you, man. Now you man won yesterday. Big up to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you finally got your first win. You finally scored your first 2 goals, and I think you're on 0 now, so you don't owe the Premier League any more goals this season. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You're like 8th or 7th. 8th in the league, so it's progression for you. This is what I'm saying. You man, just trust the process. Do what Arteta did. Trust the process. It is what it is. Just remember, you still got Amarin at the wheel. Yeah. Yeah. But people, so I'm going to close out in a little piece. So if you want to ask me any questions, I will try to answer them. No, I fucking will answer them as honest as possible. There ain't no trying right now. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm just not in that. I'm just not in that mood. You get me? I'm not in the mood for Arteta. I'm not in the mood for none of those blood class. You get me? They always piss me off. They always fucking piss me off. You get what I'm saying? But I just want Arsenal to do better. To be honest, yeah. Now there's an international break, and we got Forest when we come back. Yeah. And when we do play Forest, I do not want. Yeah. I do not want to see Martinelli or Moreno nowhere near this team. I do not want to see them. Yeah. Because history has shown me that these men cannot do nothing, mate. Man, for my club. Right? I don't want to be like, you see, there's a reason why other teams don't know Arsenal Football Club. Do you know what they say, people? Do you know what they say? All we do is talk about the past. That's all we do. And do you know what? Yeah, for a lot of us fans, for a lot of Arsenal fans, it's fucking true. Do you know why? Because we haven't done much lately. That's the reality of it. We talk about the gold trophy. Do you know what? Yeah, having a gold trophy in those days, that was memorable. So that's probably the standout moment. You hear me? Yeah, that is the standout moment, and I'll never go against that. But yeah, after that trophy, we've been that nearly team. We've been that nearly team. Yeah, cool. We've won a few FA Cups in between, and we got to a Champions League final, which we lost. But we've just been that nearly team, so we've only been relevant more for our history than anything, and for the FA Cups. Right? This is why people laugh at Arsenal saying, "Yeah, but all you men do is talk about a few years ago." Martinelli was good a few years ago. Yeah, Fair enough. He was great a few years ago. Yeah. He was tapping at the door a few years ago. But what the fuck has he done lately? Yeah. What has he done lately? What warrants him in this team? And I'm supposed to be a negative gooner. But yet, yeah, when I do talk to people, they always said, but what has he done? What he done 2 years ago? But what has he done in this team to be in this team? Why are we shitting on him? Why are we shitting on Martin Odegaard? Because he was good a few years ago. Look, mate, I don't give a flying fuck if you're the captain. You should be dropped. Yeah? And when he first came into Arsenal, just remember, Ceballos was the one we wanted. They said, no, we got Odegaard. Yeah? I'm tired of going back, even a few years ago, and say, do you know what, yeah? Our players, man, they done so well. But then when I watch them on a weekly game basis, it's just pathetic. It's fucking pathetic. You know what I'm saying? Pathetic. And I'm tired of it, mate. You know what I'm saying? At least make me happy for more than one game. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? More than one game. You know what? Yeah, we're in a much better position than Man United. But it's like I feel their pain week after week because we've got a numpty manager that just doesn't go away. Constantly makes the bad mistake. Yeah, let's indulge in the whole Man United thing just for one bit. Yeah, and I'll show you how I can link these two together. We go away and play Liverpool at their ground. We go with three defensive-minded players in midfield. Yeah, not one piece of creativity out of them three. You know what I'm saying? In-game management is supposed to change it up. He doesn't do his job. Amorim has got fucking strikers on his bench, and the best one is Maguire. Yeah, but yet he plays with Mount up front. May that make sense? So this is why I said I can understand how Man United feel. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard when you know your club can do better and your club should be in a better position. Because I'm gonna be honest, there's no difference. Like if Arsenal had a different manager, let's say a Slot or with that caliber, Pep, like even Simeone or whatever, we would have won the league. Okay, Simeone plays very negative football, and I don't think it will go down well here. All right, not for a club like Arsenal. All right, we would have won the league or put ourselves in a position. You know what I'm saying? This fucking fraud. Yeah, put ourselves in a position. But then with Arteta, I can't see us winning anything. And the thing is, it's like every other game or every third game, I come back and saying the same thing because it's the same mistakes. It's the same mistakes we're doing. And if you're going to lose to a team, cool. Lost to Liverpool. Yeah, fair enough. 1 goal. But put yourself in a position, yeah, where you can win. Because any Arsenal fan after today's performance was thinking that we can win. I want you to show me where you see that. Where you see that. Like, forget us as fans, because us as fans will be like, yeah, we're going to get a draw here. Excuse me. We're going to get a draw here. We're going to get a thingy there, yeah? The reason why even I say this is because I've seen the manager constantly do this, yeah? Constantly be stupid, yeah? Constantly be negative when there's no need to be negative, right? Or when there's a time to just shut up shop, yeah? He makes the wrong decision. Like, do you know what, yeah? It's true, Arteta's scared to fail. But guess what? We haven't won anything of note. We haven't won anything. So isn't that failure? Isn't that fucking failure? But African King says, big up Dempsey. Saying about Arsenal. Poor game and Liverpool, moment of magic, won the game. Yeah, that's what it is. I wouldn't say it's a poor game. I would just say it was like a game of chess. You know what I'm saying? It was a game of chess. It was two quality teams. And at times that in this day and age, two quality teams can actually nullify each other just because they know that if they put throw too many guys forward, right, there's gonna be that counter attack. And we both had players that could, well, I know Liverpool's got players that could hurt us. We needed offensive players for us to hurt Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? As they should have started though through the middle, and Odegaard did nothing. Yeah, do you know what it is? Like we're all saying the same thing. We're all singing from the same hymn book. But I can see it, you can see it. Like there's someone of us that can see it. But then do you know what it is? It's Arteta's team in it, and his Arteta's sexuals teams. You know what I'm saying? Like they're happy to be there and thereabouts, and they'll be like, oh yeah, but do you know what? Yeah, we lost to Liverpool. Like, do you know what it is? I do not want to lose to no one. You get me? Fair enough, won the goal. Yeah, won the goal. But Liverpool wasn't offering Arsenal anything apart from that won the goal. Yeah, one offside goal, which Raya should have caught the ball. Yeah, apart from that, we look like the better team. We look like the team that could have scored. You hit me? Yeah. Eze, not even Eze. Nonsense. Number 20. Brilliant game. Best player on the field, attacking wise. And I'll give him that. You know what I'm saying? AFC says big up, bro. Yeah, and he also says smash the likes. Smash the likes up. Smash the likes up, but mostly important, subscribe to the channel. Yes, people. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Yeah. But I'm gonna cut the stream now. So peoples, yeah. Thank you again for sharing this wonderful loss of me. Yeah. Wonderful loss of me with 7 defensive mind players on the field. Yeah. I would like to say to the people that watched the game, I hope you lot was all entertained. Yeah. Always. That stopped me because that fucking made me laugh. Fucking each and every time. Cronky out, Arsenal out. But peoples, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah. I hope you all have a blessed whatever you're doing. Yeah, whatever time zone that you're in, yeah. Make sure to stay safe because it's cold outside. You know what I'm saying? People's love.